Asia. It is traditionally practiced in Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Southern Thailand, Southern Philippines, and Southern Vietnam. So silat is a combination of combat practice and combat system and cultural practice. In combat system, it includes striking, gripping, and weapon usage. And as to cultural practice, it embodies culture, tradition, values, and ethnicity. So the silat is originated in the Nusantara. Diretso siya first, nag-start sa Nusantara, and then the neighborhood country in the Southeast Asia, which is the Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Southern Thailand, Southern Philippines, and sa Southern Vietnam. So, the word silat is used by the Malay speakers throughout the Southeast Asia, while the art is officially called Bintang Silat in Indonesia. So, the term silat is used by the Malay speakers. It is because it shows us the evidence that the silat was really rooted in the Malay region. So, the Malay speakers are those people who speak the Malay language in the Southern Asia. So, the first art na i-make that Indonesia called it the Bintang Silat. So I will be telling to you what is the Bintang Silat later. So the origin of silat is rooted in the indigenous martial art tradition of Southeast Asia. So what I said earlier, the silat was rooted in the Southern Asia, Southeast Asia, which includes the Malay region. So nakasabot ang tanan. So Bintang Silat is a traditional martial art originating from Indonesia, although it is also practiced across Southeast Asia, including Malaysia, Brunei, and parts of the Philippines. So the Bintang, which means massive footwork, agility, and stance technique, which is including the balance and the precise footwork. So the Bintang is more on massive. It's more on footwork. The precise footwork it's in the lower part of our body. While the silat, as what I've said earlier, the silat is a combination of combat system and cultural practice. So the Bintang Silat was originated in Indonesia. So more gyapon siya because the Indonesia was also a neighbor country of Southeast Asia. Apelin siya sa Southeast Asia. So because the silat has different has various types. So first art, that's the the first official art that the silat make is the Bintang Silat, and the Bintang Silat has different types So we have first here the Pixie, then the Inti Umpa, the Basic, the Rig, and the Singkrit. So the Pixie, one of the most popular traditional martial arts, the Pixie is a close range combat, which is focused mainly in arms. So for example, sumbagas ako, like ano ba sumbagas? For example, there sila, Pixie is more on close range combat, and then they focus mainly in hands. Okay, so ano na ako laong. So mana siya sa Pixie more on tak, like defense and then striking. So muna siya Pixie. Mga close range combat, and then the Inti-Umba, which blends martial arts descended from the Mataram Kingdom of Central Java, and it focused on in upper part of the body, which is in Pixie. Ang ilang differences is that ang Inti-Umba is movement and then strike, whereas ang Pixie is only kanang more on hands na movements. And then firstly, there is also a close range combat, which is a martial arts organization in Pencastilan from Indonesia. It is originated in Indonesia as well, but firstly there is more on sa lower siya, like pack and then you kick. So muna siya ang Pirisay Diri. They are mainly focused on the lower part. And the Singkrit, one of the traditional silat also, from the word Singkrit, it's more on kick galing sa Singkrit. So kani si Pirisay Diri and Singkrit use that the big stick. So, this is an example of big stick. It's more on hands movements. They're not just the upper part of our body. Like that. So they will use their hands to strike and then break out. They defend and then they strike. With the use of their hands only, but defending it right. Then it's more on footwork and then the hands. That certain technique is called locking. It's more on locking. After this strike, they lock it. Para nakalaban well. So, na-choke sila. Speaker. Mabati na rin or di masad siya the subtitle is not in English. So, kaya ang techniques lang inyong focusan siya. So, muna siya ang sa big stick and then the other side there is this. Lagi nag-flying inner wave, pintak sila, gulong kanina para sa siya. So, it's more on like that, may pakita daw, kaya like, ingani para sa pakita here, di ba, movement siya, answer siya mo strike. So, he first bend and then he go like this. They strike with the use of the hands. Kaya na siya, presided. That two, so that all was the two parts of the different types of pintak silat was focusing on the upper part and the two also is focusing on the lower part of the body. So muna siya. And then next, we have the the back rather, and then this one, which way is the first side day and followed by that green tree. Only siya ang yung ayaw yung first side day. That is more on feet, diba? They use their feet to strike or to break or to lock. Only siya ang that's what you sit, that's what you use there. They use their feet, lower part of the body to strike the use of their feet. So, and then lastly is the green trick. Green trick meaning. There is baka niya try later. Nagaw sa ninyo kumasa siya nag-move sa sinti. Like that. That is what we call the synchric movement technique. So they use their front to strike. The front feet in the front, and then they use the feet to strike. So the differences of the silat nilayo and the pingkap silat was that pingkap silat didn't use weapons, but the silat nilayo, they will use weapons in doing the activity. So the silat nilayo is originated from the Malay Archipelago also, specifically in the region that includes modern-day Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and parts of the Indonesia, particularly in the areas of the Malay Peninsula and the Sumatra. So the silat nilayo also was originated also in Southeast Asia. The silat nilayo is more on they will mimic the animals' movements to use to make a technique. So for example, in hunting, way back then, ancestors, they will go hunting and then they will see crocodile. They will mimic that movement of the crocodile to make a good technique in making silat nilayo activity. So for example, when sila crocodile technique, so they will crawl and then they will bite. So yan ang they mimic the movements of the animals. to make a technique in Silang Nilayo. So the Silang Nilayo has different types also, which is the Lilian Padukan, Sinigayo Patani, the Sinigayo, and the Silang Patani. So the Lilian Padukan, these are all close-range combats with an offensive martial art that is specialized close-range striking. So the Lilian Padukan also is pare-pareha sila. They're more like in the the Pitak Silat. So pare-pareha sila sa Silang Nilayo, which is the Lilian Padukan and martial art and specialized in close range striking. It's more on these two types. It's more on only the upper part, focuses in the upper part of the body, but they use different types of weapons. For example, the Jipan or Chipan. So it's more likely they strike with the use of weapons. Pero dito nagyapo sila, they are focused only in the upper part of the body, but with the use na of weapons. The Sinigayo also is Sinigayo Patani is a style of silat from Malaysia based on the art of war, the combination punch and kick, striking, joint, locking, gripping techniques, and various types of melee weapon. So the Sinigayo is more on punch, kick, striking, joint, locking. So they will use different types of techniques different techniques in Sinigayo, but the use of melee weapons. So they will use different kinds of swords, different types of steel, iron they use for farming that later on have evolved into weapons. So next we have the Sinigayo style. So pareha sila. Sinigayo style from Malaysia, which is Sini in Malay. This refers to here or this side. And the this can refer to a motion or a movement. So the Sinigayo is more likely when moving sila, when they were to attack, their movements is interconnectedness to their body motion. So for example, they will go here and then strike and then go here and then strike again. So that is what they call the Sinigayo silat style. So the Silat Patani is a style of silat originating in the Patani Kingdom, now a state of Thailand. The Silat Patani combines elements of self-defense, weaponry, and spiritual practice. So aside from they use the weapon to self-defense and combat system, also that certain weaponry or the sword that they will use it as a honor or bless someone who do victory to their assigned task. Or they will honor that someone who finished the mission. So it's not only for weaponry but also in cultural and spiritual practices, development of their physical and spiritual. So I will show to you the first. We have the Lilian Padukan. Muna siya ang example video niya. So it's more on hands upper part of the body. So that movement is what we call the Lilian Padukan. They will go from here to there. So that is the movement of So I told you earlier that they will use only the focus only the upper part of the body and their hand movements. But with the use of weapons, I will show you here na nag-use sila ng mga weapons. Patani mo sa pag-isa na patani. So, patani sila patani. So, also, sila patani is more on focusing in the upper part of the So it's more on here and the lower part of the body and the upper part of the body. They're gonna synchronize to use the two techniques, which is the foot and leg hands movements. It's what they call the technique of striking and self-defense. So next we have here. Yes. So this is the last one. So it's more on focuses in the lower part of the body, which is keeping and joint scraping, joint taping. So that is a basic step, basic techniques used in silang Milayo. Striking using the lower part of the body, which is the hip. So, nasabtan ba ninyo? Do you all understand? So next, we have the weapons of silat. So, the most common are the machete, staff, kris, sickle, spear, and tirapit. So, these weapons, we use this way back then. Their ancestors used this to make farming tools. So, and also hunting and used for making crops to harvest vegetables and fruits. So, there are a lot of types of weapons in silat. First, we have the blended weapons, which is the parang or gulok, a chopper or cleaver which like a machete is used to cut through overgrowth grass. So, mauli siya. So, I have prepared here some example of parang galok. So, this is what they call the parang galok, which is a chopper cleaver. So, this also is not only for chopping overgrowth grass sa mga farming, but also it can cut meat, pork meat, carabao meat, beef meat, and fish meat. So, this is what we call the parang galok, as you can see. Ay, bulok. So, the blade length of the parang typically ranges from 12 to 18 inches or 30 to 45 centimeters. So, bear with me because this is not the original size of the parang galok. So, it is usually ranges from 12 to 18 inches. So, inyo naman siya inches, basta kay 18 ang iyang blade. Ang inches niya sa blade. And then the handle length is typically around 4 to 6 inches or 10 to 15 centimeters, designed for a firm grip with 1 or 2 hands. So this is the handle, muli siyang handle, which ranges to 4 to 6 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4. So sakto ni siya, 4 inches kataskon. So already, this is only the length of the handle of the parang galok. So the overall length of the parang or galok, including the handle, usually ranges from 18 to 24 inches or 45 to 60 centimeters. So ikaya mo siya paggamit. Kapag if they will use the parang gulok in silat, they will use this as this for striking, like that. And for defense. So the bidang, I also have here the bidang, but bear with me because I'm not really a professional in carving woods. So this is what they call the bidang. A general term of by 4 stories, but occasionally refers to a side as well. So they use from the parang galok, the materials that is used to this is steel iron, and this is wood, the Meranchine wood. The Meranchine wood is very famous in the Southeast Asia region. Mga typically din-use nila sa handle because of its durability and lightweight wood. Sa tanan din siya sa entire silat sa mga weapons na they only use the Meranchine wood, which is in Indonesia, Malaysia, Southeast Asia, and neighborhood country of Southeast Asia. So, in Bidang, a general term for sword, but occasionally refers to as side as well. So, side is sakuban in Bisaya. This is the sakuban or ang sudlanan. So, side siya in English. So, the Bidang is a sword that is used way back then from our ancestors for wars. They use swords in like wars and other places for kalakalan. They use swords. But typically, we use also this Bidang for ceremonial activities. For example, I'm a datu, and then I have a mission to my soldiers. And then that soldiers, if they will complete the mission and they will successfully complete the mission, they are either having a victory party or a ceremonial party which they will parangal or they will honor. So, ano yung may example? So they will sumulod ka. So, dilulod ana. Ingana. So, ingana sila magtutang ceremonial and then they will bless the soldier to put here and here. The evidence to that soldier has completed the mission that the NATO give it to them. So they use the sword to bless or honor the kagitingan of the soldier. So that is the Bidang. And the Bidang here. The Bidang handle is made up of, there are different types of, sa Bidang, sa mga swords, there are different types of their handle. Some make their handle as wood, stones, or the horn of a carabao. They will use the horn of the carabao to make a handle of the Bidang. And then the blade is made up of steel iron as well. Kaya sila sa parang gulo. So the Bidang blade length has a general ranges from 24 to 36 inches to 60 to 90 centimeter. So, mas taas-taas yun ang Bidang. It's more taas. It's more long than the paranggalo. Because the length of the Bidang ranges from 24 to 36 inches while the Bidang is 18 to 12 inches lang, di ba? So, the overall length, the handle length, is typically ranges to 4 to 6 inches or 10 to 15 centimeter. They are the same to the paranggalo that it ranges only to 4 to 6 inches ang handle of the weapon Bidang. So, the overall length, including the handle and overall length of the Bidang is usually between 30 to 42 inches or 75 to 105 centimeter. So the Bidang also is that the height and the height of the Bidang when making is based on the person who will use it. Because if your height is short, then your body can cater a long sword of Bidang. So the maker of the sword or the weapons, they will put exact amount that will cater the needs of your body lang. They will not exceed to the limit of your body. Okay, if you will use a Bidang that is far that can cater your body, of course you cannot perfectly use the sword. So, if it's not successful, you will lose. So next, we have the bladed weapon also, the Kliwang. Single-edged Indonesian long sword, usually sword without a seat. So, the Bidang, it has seed or sakuban. If the person that will use this, it's typically that the Bidang has a seed in it. So the sakuban in Bisaya, but the Kliwang, it doesn't have a sakuban. So the person that will use this, or the soldier, or soldier, or a person that will using a Kliwang back then in their ancestors in Indonesia, they will not use a sakuban. They only put it here in the side of their body. pareha din sila sa Kliwang. But this one is from the Indonesia. The Pindang was in the Malaysia. So the blade length of the Kliwang typically ranges from 18 to 13 inches. So this Kliwang weapons is more shorter than the Pindang. So the handle length of Kliwang is generally between 4 to 8 inches. So mas taas-taas so it's more long ang the handle of the Kliwang unlike sa Pindang. That it typically ranges from 4 to 6 inches, but the Kliwang is typically ranges to 4 to 8 inches. So the Kliwang is made up of steel iron, and then this handle of the sword was made of stone, steel, and horn of the caracal. So more lang use in sa handle. But this is this is an example of the Kliwang. Dili lang siya may handle is not dili siya. So the handle ay dili mo moni siya ang Kliwang. So moni siya ang Kliwang. So buried by carving, hindi siya for professional carver. So moni siya ang Kliwang. More siya L o dari So, okay na sa talan nito. So, we proceed to the Sundang. So, you are all familiar sa Sundang, no? So, the Kliwang and Sundang has also practices has also replicated in Philippines, which is the Sundang and the Kliwang. So, we are all familiar sa Sundang because this is very popular here for cutting goods, for fire goods, chopping different kinds of vegetables, chopping different kinds of fruits. So we use Sundang. Wavy blade, but straight bladed specimens also exist. So this is a wavy blade with a straight blade here. Unlike sa blade it's using a straight, not shape of curve. So this is a specimen that is straight blade. And then this is the carved, the wavy blade sambos. So as you all know the Sundang was, we will use this farming, like cutting woods for firewoods. So the blade length of the Sundang is typically from 18 to 30 inches and 45 to 76 centimeters. And the handle length is usually around 4 to 8 inches or 10 to 30 centimeters. So the Sundang is made up of steel iron, but the handle is made up of wood. Sa atin ang most famous na ginagamit natin is the lawaan or kamagong in English. So next we have the Jipan or Jipan. Battle axe, the weapon is from the domestic axe. So the axe, this one is used way back in the Indonesia for farming, like patching big woods or hardwood. So they use this Jipan or Jipan. So the Jipan or Jipan, it's the weight of this is very buka. It's because it ranges to 1.5 kilogram to 3 kilogram or 3 to 7 pounds. So the weight of the length of the weaponized version of the Kapag Jipan would likely have a longer half compared to the basic version, ranging from 60 centimeters to 100 centimeters or 24 to 40 inches, similar to the other traditional battle axe. So this Jipan will based on your height and on your weight. So if the maker of this, they will base this in you, because if your height and weight can cater 3 kilograms, so they will make it to 1.5 kilograms to make it easier to carry. So muna siya ang chipan or chipan. So next, we have the blunt weapons. So this blunt weapons is, ay mamutin siya ang sa chipan or chipan po siya. So, klaro dito? Muna siya ang mag-match kahit ang full-time woods. So in sila, they will use this as kanang weapons in making sila movements. So the tungkat, we have here the tungkat as an example. Tungkat, but it's really big. It's not really this short. It should be above the head. But I can see taas para stick, long stick. So this is the only one I'm showing you. So the tungkat is a short stick or club. It is mostly interchangeable with the words tuya, pardana, milalata, or timbo. So the tungkat is made up of wood only, and then the tungkat way back then is that they use this as tungkat is also called there, item there. So way back then in Indonesia as walking stick or stick to balance to make your weight more mabalance sa. So yeah, we will use tungkat. It is a short stick or club. Then the length of it is ranges go from 100 cm to 180, approximately 40 inches to 6 feet. And then the width can also differ, but typically ranges between 0.5 kilogram to 1.5 kg. So it differs also if your body can cater the height and the weight of the movement. So when making it, the maker will always base in your height and in your weight. So muna siya ang example using the method. That is an example of using tungkat ng sila. So next, we have here the last weapon. We have here the blunt weapons, the BR-24 police stick or guide stick. So in Indonesia, we will call it as tungkat, a stick with a perpendicular handle attached about a third of the length down. So muna siya. In Silat, they will use this. Ano sa may magpapagpag sa kwan? So, in Silat, when they use tupang, they will make this as like this. 1, 2, and then tupang. Because the tupang is, the purpose of tupang is only to not slash or harm a person. So, way back then, the Indonesian people in farming, they use tungkat to, if you want to keep fish in, like mga wild pigs, they will use only tungkats for defense and striking to get fresh meat. So, muna siya sa tupang I mean. So, the length of the tupang is ranges from 60 cm to 120 cm, approximately 24 inches to 47 inches. So, muna siya. Yung 8 inches siya, basta 47 to, pero this is not really the correct height of the length of the tupang. So, the handle placement position around 30 cm down from the bottom of the shaft. So this is dili mo magsugod if you are going to make the handle of the tupang. So dili sa babaw kay hindi ko na magsugod sa babaw sa ubos. So the weight of the tupang will range from 0.5 kg to 2 kg or 1 to 4 30 meters. So the tupang is made up of